Hello everybody, welcome to Lazarus Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Forest Village from Life is Feudal set of games. We're going to jump right in. Just let me change this name here. Let's call it Haven Home for now. I've already flicked through a load of these IDs trying to find an island that looked quite good to play with today. We're going to go with this one, which has got quite a nice area of green space. It looks reasonably flat and there's good beaches all along here as well. So let's get this started. So I bypassed the boring bit where I was flicking through all of the maps trying to find them. It took about 5 minutes to find one that looked good to play on. So I will be playing this game just as an aside. I've got quite a few mods that I'm currently running in this game from previous games that I've been playing on here. So none of them are what I would classify a cheat type mod. They're more, they make buildings look nicer, or the only one that could be anywhere near a cheap mod is one that has it's a barn that has way more storage, and a warehouse that has way more storage than the default barn that you get. And this one here, which is the terraforming. So instead of waiting 400 years for it to actually terraform a piece of land after they've actually cleared it, it'll only take, you know, one dude to go up and terraform it, and it's really quick. Because we will be doing a fair bit of terraforming later on, and I don't want to sit here watching the screen for 3 hours while they terraform a piece of land. It would be boring for you, and it'll definitely be boring for me. So, right, we've got the game paused at the moment. So let's just zoom out a bit. Okay, yeah, not bad actually. Quite a deep section of water around here, so that's good for fishers, apparently. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a new house, because I don't like the shacks. Where's the houses? Yeah. So we've got cottager's cottage and peasant homes. And what these do is they allow, say the cottager's cottage, it actually has the same space as the normal houses that you get with the game, but this one comes with a load of furniture and stuff inside the house, so it makes it look a lot more cool and authentic inside the actual house. So we're just going to different color roofs, so we'll have a nice blue tile roof. Let's just sink that down there. We'll start these guys off, and what we're going to do is immediately start clearing some of these trees here so that we can start building some area. And we're going to need some rocks, so we'll clear these immediate areas around the village just so we can... I could have just used the all resources tool there actually, but I thought I was just going to do the trees to start with. So just increase the speed of this so they can so they can get all the clearing done and get it all out of the way quicker. Let's speed up the game. Plus I'm going to try and do roughly a half an hour for each actual year that the game's running. So one of the other things we're going to do is we are going to get a farm down here. No, we're not. We're going to put it over here. So I like to make the farms 15 by 15. I find that's quite a good size. You can have 2 people working on it, and 15 by 15. And we're going to try and knock out potato crop straight away on that. Hopefully they'll get most of the crop done by the end of the year. may just actually prioritize the field so that we can get the crop running and stick one farmer in it for now, and then get the rest of the stuff here done. One thing I like to have open is this one here with the people on it, which gives you a more easy to deal with spread of what the professions are that everyone's working in, and you can just chop and change them here straight away without having to muck around trying to find where people are and stuff. A lot of people, if you've played Banished, this is very similar format to Banished, except for it has you have the ability to take it's got way better graphics than Banished, and it gives you the ability to take over people who are just wandering around. Like, we can take over her by clicking on a portrait, and then we can literally run around, hunt, collect stuff, build. I think there are some limits to what they can do when you've got manual control of them, but the most I tend to do with them is I tend to hunt down a few animals to start with, like that bear, and once I've killed a few of the animals and left the food for the collectors to pick up, I can't get up this hill, the collectors to pick up, I'll set them to cutting down a tree, like a large tree or something in an area I need to clear. There's not many animals around actually, so I think we just might start chopping down the tree. Yep. And then zoom, get out of the person, and let them just continue on doing what they're doing. We've got our field started here, so 1, 2, 3 more, 4 more probably. 3 more, just that one there. Yep, 1 more. There we go. And now we just need the resources to come. Is that picking up the stone or? Yeah, okay, so they're clearing the stones. There we go. Now we just need to wait for the builder to come and sort this out. And then what we can do is we'll put 2 people on the farm straight away, just because I want to smash out the whole crop. Oh, typical builders. No, anything like them. Builders, they're the worst. Start the job and then just leave it halfway through. So what we might do is just put 2 on there, take those off for now, until it's actually built. I don't think I can release this house yet because it was the first thing I put down, so I think they prioritize that once you unpause it, and they'll leave the field half done. So we'll just let them finish this field first, and then we'll unpause this house. And then once we get the house built, there's 5 people in there, so we can take away these huts, these shacks. They're not upgradable to houses. One moment, we'll just set this to potatoes, click OK, and assign 2 to that, and take 1 off there, and then we'll unpause the house. Yeah, so these shacks, they only have 3 people, whereas the houses have 5, and these aren't upgradable to houses, so you can upgrade them and it just adds an additional section to the side of it, but I don't like the look of them. I think they look awful in the village, so I tend to destroy them as soon as I can. So as soon as the house is built, I'll basically destroy this shack. And then what will happen is, what they do is they collect all of the resources that are in the shack and move it into the storage or to the house, and the people who are in here will move out and move into the house, or Did I just click that? Shit. Let's see if I can unclick that destroy far out. I just bloody destroyed the house by accident. Freaking idiot. It's easily distracted. That's my problem. So what we'll do is when they destroy that house, we will dump another one straight there and they can build it back up again. It's like when I'm driving. I can't drive and talk at the same time. It's a pain in the ass. There we go. So they finally did that, so now they can just come back and rebuild it again. And this time we'll click the right bloody house. So we're miles away from winter, so they won't. We should be able to get a full crop out, I think, of potatoes in before the winter happens. We should be able to get this house destroyed, and we might be able to put down another house. We've got tons of firewood, so 327 that'll get us through our first year, and we'll be putting in a lumberjack and a ranger's hut, which is like the ranger's hut is like the forester's lodge, which is the lookout type looking thing like that. That's the forester's lodge. And what we have here is part of the mod is this house, a ranger's lodge, which looks way cooler and can actually have 5 rangers. It also has a larger collection area. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can just see the line, the green. No, I just pointed at the screen as if you could see where I was pointing. So you can see the green line going around. That's actually a wider line than the forester's lodge, so it just makes it a bit easier because you can dump the lodge in the house in the town, and it covers not only the town but a wide area outside of it as well, so it keeps the town nice and clear of all the trees and things, and allows you to still get good coverage for where you want the trees to be farmed. So what I might do is I might put that one there now, but I'm just going to pause it, and I'm going to put the lumberjacks in here so they can start doing all the firewood. And again, I'm going to pause that one, and I'm just going to build another house because I want to try and get rid of those shacks as quickly as possible. So the other house I have is this peasant's home, and this one looks really cool. This mod's brilliant because it actually gives them a little garden, which I think is amazing. I think it's purely decorative. I haven't seen any crops or anything come from these gardens, so I think it's just the look of the place. But I think it's quite a nice touch to you know, a small village house. They would have these little gardens attached to their houses, not just huge fields that they go and work in. You know, the wives would have little farmhouse gardens that they would put herbs and stuff in that they would, you know, pull out for cooking and that type of thing. So I like the look of that, and it adds like a more authentic feel to the village, which is quite nice. So we're going to destroy this house here now. So let's do this right this time. Yep. Okay. So you can see this populated this house now. So there's 4 people living in here, and this house will empty. So all these, as you saw with the house I made a mistake on before, they empty out all the contents, and then they destroy the shack and recover some materials. So we've got 4 in here. So what we'll do is when we get this one, the good thing with the peasant's house as well is it gives you 6 people, which is 1 more than the normal house. So that will allow you to have both those shacks destroyed, both these remaining shacks destroyed, and the houses will be completely full and perfect looking. So there's 3 in that one and 2 in that one. So I'll actually have 1 spot spare, as long as they don't have any children between now and when this house gets built. We should be good. So that looks like it's very close to being finished, so we might, yep, there we go. So let's destroy both of those, get the people moved in. So there's 5 there and 4 there. So that should be 5 and 4. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should have 5 in it. What have I got? I've only got 9 people. So that's great. Yep, that's perfect. So nobody's had any children yet, so that's brilliant. So what we'll do now is unlock both of these, because I'm not too worried about when they get built. They can just be built in any order, and then we can start planning out a bit more of the town, especially now that they've cleared off a lot of this area. So what we will need is a fisher's hut, which we will put. Now, my understanding is that the darker the water, the more fish you get from it. I don't know if that's actually true, but it seems to make sense to me. It's better now. I can actually see. We can put this. Try and find a spot where this will actually sit down in the water and. See, this seems like a good spot. Seems quite dark there. So what we want to do is try and find. So I'm just pressing R to manually rotate this, just so I can try and get a bit of an angle on it. And then if we do that, that looks like a good spot. Oh, can't build there still, for some reason. Try and find where we can. There we go. Alright, so that's that done. Okay, so I find we've got a lot of fish to start with, but I find that they don't actually they don't last very long. And even with a fishing shack, I've had 2 fishing shacks before, and they just don't. I never seem to have more than a dozen fish at any time. So I'm not sure if that improves somehow later on, or if it's even worth doing. But in the winter, this is one of the only ways you get food is with fishing. So I mean, you can see that it goes like a massive circle, but obviously you can't fish in that circle, and you can't build out here. So I mean, I don't know if I'm doing the fishing wrong, just because of the fact I never seem to have any fish. It just makes me feel like I'm doing it wrong. So if anybody knows and would like to comment below, let me know. But in the meantime, while we're doing that, we'll put in another field while we have this open. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put in we're gonna do a flax field. Can we get that to 15? No, damn it. So what we might do is change that one to be a long flax field. There's 3 people. So you can see the person, the little man in the bottom corner, the worker in the bottom corner. That's how many people can work on this area. So when it's this size, it's 3 people, and when it's this size, it's 2 people maximum. Yeah, let's do 10 by 20. Yeah, I like that. 10 by 20, and that gives us, fits it in by the side of this. We're going to change this building, the warehouse, and we're going to change this building, the barn. because what's that? Because they don't store very much, so we want to be able to store much more. What is this? Oh, that's the shack, this one. We just have to wait for nighttime to pass, because I literally cannot see anything at night. It's one of the only things about this game that bothers me, is the fact that at night it's pitch black and you can't do a hell of a lot with it. But you do get to see the nice light effects on the buildings, which are awesome. So when it hits this sort of period, it's quite good. There we go. So we're going to stick a forester in, or a ranger, and to start with we'll just have him hacking down everything, because it's quite a large area and he's only one guy, so by the time he's really started to cut stuff down or made a dent, it'll start growing back anyway. So and the next thing we want is, we're going to the lumberjack's not finished yet, that's why we can't assign one. So now we've got it's coming up to the end of summer, early autumn. So they've started harvesting this field, which is nice. There we go. So we're going to start getting some decent vegetables stored up. There you go. It's going up 403 now. The vegetables get you through tough winters where you don't get a lot of other food in the place. So what we're going to do is grab, she's harvesting, we don't want to grab her, but we want to grab somebody. That teenager will do, because they don't do a hell of a lot in this game. So yeah, as I was saying, with the houses, you can see with this new mod that I have installed, although, you know, there's a bit of a flaw where the scenery, that guy's just standing in the way, it adds in furniture, which is brilliant. So you can see in there as well, it's got like the storeroom with crates of apples, water, firewood, that sort of thing. So the reason I grabbed hold of this guy was I wanted to kill some stuff. So I saw a boar here somewhere, so we're going to kill that, try and get the meat content, the meat inventory up a bit more. So I'll find a couple more animals. There's actually not a huge amount of animals here. Nope, that is a stone. It's not going to be very edible and probably shouldn't have been shot. So I'm going to shoot that one. It's good thing about the first person view as well is this, like, you literally can walk through the village as if you are living in the village. It's amazing to have this as an option. You can sort of just pretend you're one of the people. It gives, I think it immerses you a bit more in a game that the style of game generally isn't known for, you know, getting too immersed into. From like this sort of point of view, you don't really care about your villagers. Normally if one dies, you know another will be on the way, so you're not too fast, whereas this gives you a really interesting look at it, and you can help out with building. Not that you do much, I don't think. I think the actual builder does way more than you per click, but we'll leave that there. My camera zooms out really far because I've got a mod on it that allows me to zoom the camera out far. So for some reason when I release from first person view, it tries to zoom all the way out to max zoom, and I'm not sure if there's a way to stop it from doing that or not. So that's why every time I release from first person, it zooms me all the way out really quickly and I have to zoom back in again. So it looks like we're about to be hit by winter, I think. Oh no, not quite yet. 21 degrees still. You can see in the top top left hand corner of the window there, it's got a sun, and it says plus 21, so that's the temperature. So the fields will be good and orchards are good. The bees, the apiary is good. all through spring, summer, autumn or fall, and then partly the temperature will drop to 0 in winter, and that's when basically the entire crop yard will die then, and all of your farmers and beekeepers, all of those sort of people can be then moved into other areas. So you can move them into building, or areas that are fisheries. You move into the fishermen's if you don't have any fishermen built, or if you've got two fishing shacks, you can leave one with none in, and then in winter you put the 3 people into it to push that production up a bit. Or you can have them as carpenters or tailors or something like that, something that isn't required year long and can just be done as needed. So what I might do is, I think grass is, oh no, it's only normal growing. That's a shame. I should probably have built the second field earlier. Even fast growing flax I don't think is I'm going to be able to get harvest out of now. So we'll just leave that field empty for now. It doesn't need anything in there, but next season what we might do is do some grass, just so we have a bit of a stockpile of it, because we're down to 88 now, and a lot of the buildings require grass, or hay. So we've got a child that's grown up and is ready to study, but we don't have a school, so he's not going to be studying a hell of a lot. It's just going to be standing around. Oh, Dane. It's always Dane, standing around doing nothing. So Dane can do some hunting for us. There is a serious lack of animals on this section of island. I don't know why. Normally you can't keep bears and wolves away. Maybe it's the island, I don't know, or maybe I'm just in a really good spot where you don't get predators coming in all the time. There's a wolf. It's great. Good thing about this is you can just run around, kill a load of them, and the labourers will actually just come and pick them up afterwards. You don't actually have to worry about bringing them in. So this, you can see here I've got a ram. So this is also a mod which just adds a bit more wildlife to the island. You can't tame or farm the rams. They're just there for the hunters to kill and create meat and generate some wool. Let's just kill these 2 here. There's a bear there as well. There we go. And then we'll walk back to the village, and if there's anything on the way we'll kill it, and then we will we'll lop down some trees, or a tree, because I'm not going to stand here and watch. I can't find the village. I'm having a bit of a minor loss of location, so what I might run a bit further than I thought from the village then. It should be this way, I think, judging by the map. I really did go pretty far away. I don't know if the labourers will actually go all the way out there to pick those up, so I'll just take that guy out. Where the hell is this village? Great. Okay, let's let that guy find his own way back. Oh, there it is. I went completely the wrong way. Went miles away from it. That was lucky. If I'd stayed in the body of that thing, I would have been on the other side of the island. I've got the worst sense of navigation. It's awful. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so our lumberjack is there. So we've got 2 labourers, and so let's chuck 1 on there. We've got nothing else. Oh no, we've got the fishing shack being built, haven't we? Where is it? There we go. So what are they doing? They're not doing anything. Who's working on this? I got a builder? Yep, builder. What are you doing? Carrying to storage. Oh, it's data. Okay, it's the guy who I literally took across the other side of the island is our builder. Yeah, so we'll just wait then. We're fine for food at the moment anyway. We've got tons of meat. Fish is still okay. We've got some fruits and some loads and loads of vegetables now thanks to our farm. So you can see now that the temperature's dropping. It's +5 still, so they'll still be able to harvest for a little while, but the field's starting to give up now, so that won't be far before I don't think I'm going to get the whole crop, but I got a fairly decent amount out there. I got 800 vegetables from that, so that's good going. It's not bad. That's not bad for the first quick harvest. So what we might do is put another cottage in as well, just so we can then bump up the population a bit, because we're going to need a few more people to work on stuff. So what we might do is put that like that. There we go, looks good. So that's going to give us quite a few new people to like room for growth. When you still have to wait for the children to grow up before they can start doing anything productive and working. What's this? Ah, the Rangers Lodge. Yeah. Okay. So we've got one guy working there. That's fine. So eventually we're going to need to pump this up, because in winter they burn through firewood, and we'll want a couple extra people in here. So I can now take away from the farm. Yep, so the farm's completely done. So we'll have 3 people there and 2 people on that. And we'll leave that one builder up, and he can just continue building that while we wait for winter to pass. So we might just speed that up to 10, because I did say I was going to try and keep each video to around half an hour, and like get it to the end of winter within that half hour. So this one's done. Nice, good job. So we now have just the fishing shack that needs building. I don't know why that's not being built. I got it paused. Oh no, why is that not building? I'm wondering if I need the labourer. I was under the impression that if you don't have labourers, the actual profession... no passage to the building. Gonna need a bridge or something. That seems a tad excessive, to build a whole bridge just to get to that island. Shit, why let me build it there if I can't bloody... Wonder if... No. What's this? What is that? Pavement. Why is that so big for a pavement? And why has it got a squared off thing? That seems like a weird pavement. I wonder if we can do that. Right, don't think so. I don't know how I'm going to get there. Don't know how I'm going to do this. That's so weird. I mean, that doesn't even let me manually rotate it. I suppose I could do this and then a bridge section like that. And then I guess the second one, no, it won't let me build there. You cannot build in this area. God damn it. Why? I wonder if I need to terraform that maybe, so that it makes it into a... I wonder if I can actually raise this ground. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to bring it up a little bit like that. I'm not very good with terraforming. I haven't worked out the best way to have it work, and I don't know. We'll have to leave that and see what the builder does with it. Let's have a look. Okay, now let's see if we can build a bridge section or a corner section. No. What about bridge section? No, I still can't build. That is bloody frustrating. Why can I not build? Oh, hang on. There we go. I think I can join that to that. Yes, there we go. Okay. Got it. So that should now allow us to have a pathway to this building. Hopefully. They seem like they've built this section already. And they've got the materials there, but they can't get access to the building. That's so weird. They got building materials to both the sections that they shouldn't have been able to get to, and nothing on that. Okay, let's get that guy building that. Hopefully this will allow us to get across to this. We should see this stop sign disappear on the Fisher village when they finish this bridge. I did not notice that at all. I should have been paying a bit more attention to the ground, because it is fairly obvious now that I see it. But that's fine. It lets us put the fishing hut a bit further out, and look at all these fish. There, we can see fish here, so there must be loads of fish there for us to pick off. So hopefully that improves my fishing stores than it would normally have, which is, you know, basically nothing most of the time. Why are they not building this one? No passage to the building. Ah, they're still building that one. Ah, okay. So random. Okay, so we're actually in early spring now, so just let me pause this for a second and go back to the village. The village, which is here. Okay, so the temperature's still too low for us to do this, but we'll just mark this one up as grass, ready for winter, for temperatures to go up slightly more. So let's have a look. Have you finished building this one? No, one more build and we should be done on that one. There we go. It's a bit easier to see when winter's gone as well. So that's complete. There we go. That's it. And now this one should pop off. One build left. Absolutely every builder I've ever dealt with is exactly the same way. So it just goes to show, since medieval ages, they've all been the same. Come on, get back to work. There we go. Nope, going away again. Yep, that'll be about right. Okay, are you going to go and finish that or not? Let's just slow this down now, because it's winter, so we need to, winter's past, so we want to get, I want 4, we don't have 4 available. Okay, so let's drop that down and drop that down, and increase farming, increase farming to 4, so that puts 2 in each place. So they can start working on that. And you, fisher person, where's the fisher hut? Ah, there we go. Cool. Okay, so now they've got access to it because we built a little bridge. Oh, that's actually really cool. I didn't realize I could do that. Mind you, this is the first time I've actually had this issue. So, but that's brilliant. So, eventually we'll build a path to the village, mostly so I can find the village again whenever I go and look at it. Alright, look at that village. What a beautiful little village we've got. Okay, so we are going to pause the game there and then do season 2 next time. So we're now hopefully we can just continue spring to spring, and it'll be about roughly the same time, as 40 minutes or so. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. This is a brand new channel, so this is my first video, so I'll be happy to read any of the comments on how to improve the videos I do, and if you have any other games that you would like to see me play, it's not limited to just city builders, but I will be playing a few of them. Just let me know, and if you like the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the down button. But if you didn't like the video, comment on it and let me know why, so I can improve. Like I say, it's my first go at YouTube channel, so any support and advice from people out there would be appreciated. Thanks a lot. See you next time.